So the most money is made where the demand outweighs the supply of a particular product or service, because that means you have the lowest competition, but you can charge the highest price. So when you're starting out in business or you're looking to learn a skill or provide a service, you need to have a look at the marketplace and understand, okay, what skill is in high demand but low supply? And that is the skill that you should commit to learning, because it's going to make you the most money. Now, my belief around this is probably different to most people. And I still believe if you really commit to mastering it, and that's the key, you have to commit to becoming one of the best at this, because it's not easy anymore to learn this skill. But I believe that one of the best high income skill for someone to learn is media buying, and learning the art of advertising and turning someone who has never heard of a business before into a customer. Now, it doesn't mean just media buying as in some terms of someone who knows how to navigate around the ads manager. Absolutely not. I've done other videos on this, but it includes copywriting, understanding human psychology, being able to write the ads, even edit the ads, script the ads, and then also understanding all the back end stuff. So conversion rate optimization, funnel economics, lifetime value optimization, all the things, right? You need to become a full stack marketer, but with the main skill of advertising and media buying. I know some of you be like, no, like the opportunity to run ads was in like 2016, ads don't work anymore, blah, 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 right? And you can keep going with that. But that's the reason why it's still the best skill to learn. Because back in 2016, 2017, it was the best skill to learn because it was really fucking easy. Very easy to make money for your own business, very easy to sign clients as a Facebook advertising agency, get them results, charge a load of money, and make money. Life was great, right? But the problem is because the barrier to entry was so low, because it was so easy to advertise on Facebook, it meant that competition increased, right? So the supply of good media buyers was high. Therefore, it became more competitive. And then over the years, the advertising landscape has become more competitive and it's become harder to get results. So now it's kind of shifted. Because it's so much harder to get results, it means that the supply of people who can actually do the job correctly has gone back down. So the supply, there's lots of media buyers out there, but the supply of world-class media buyers that can actually get results is now gone back down to super low. And the demand for those media buyers is extremely high, because you have all of these companies that between 2016 to 2020, they built their entire business off running Facebook ads, right? All the drop shippers in e-com, all the people who started the brands in e-com, all of the online coaches, all of these people were at the right point in time where Facebook was really easy. And they spent 4 to 5, 6 years building their entire business off create a product, drive traffic with Facebook, make loads of fucking money. So the supply of businesses who run their business off Meta and Instagram is super high. But now, because it's become harder to run ads, they can't actually do it themselves anymore. The old agencies or the old freelancers that once got them results can no longer get the results. So it means that the demand for high-skilled media buyers is super high, because you have all these companies that have built their entire business off advertising, but the demand of highly skilled media buyers is super low. So if you commit to learning the skill and becoming a world-class media buyer, then you actually have a beautiful opportunity where you could just walk into some of the biggest companies in the online space and they will hire you if you can get them results. You don't have to be the best at sales. You don't have to be the best at like outreach or anything like that. If you are a world-class media buyer and you get results for one client, I guarantee you will never struggle to make money again. Because all of these business owners, they all talk to each other. And as long as you get results for one person, they will refer you to their friends. It happened to me. There was when I started outreaching, I signed this one person as a client. And within a few weeks, we started getting results for him. He referred me his best friend, and his best friend was the biggest guy in our space. He has one of the biggest YouTube channels, like nearly 2 million subscribers in our niche. And he was like, the top dream 10 or the top one client. Honestly, if I had to draw like top 5 clients I could have signed, he was on the list. And he got referred to me instantly from his friend because I got results for his friend. And then they started a different business, and I was also running ads for them. So if you can just crack it for one client and show you're actually good, then you're never going to struggle to earn money. Now you also might be like, yeah, well, like, there's different opportunities like that as well. I could become a copywriter or an email marketer, et cetera, et cetera. But you might be thinking, well, I don't need to learn advertising. I could just be a copywriter or, an email marketer or a funnel builder, and, the principles still apply. But it's completely different. There's a reason why there's a bigger supply of copywriters versus media buyers. And it's because it's just fucking harder. It's a lot easier and it's a lot less pressure to be someone's copywriter or email marketer or funnel builder than it is to be a media buyer. Because as a copywriter or an email marketer, saying like I'm building a funnel and doing like a product launch to the email list, I don't lose the client any money if I don't perform. I might waste opportunity to earn more money, but if I launch to the email list that is already warmed up, very likely, even if I suck at copywriting, they're going to make some money. They might not make as much as they want, but they're going to make some. Whereas a media buyer, you're playing with potentially thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for your clients. So there is a lot of pressure there. And therefore, as individuals and entrepreneurs, some people, they don't like pressure. And they don't, that's a lot of effort. There's a lot of risk. I don't like it when with the potential of spending my clients' money and not making them back. Like, no, obviously I don't like that either. But because there's that pressure and because it is tougher to succeed, that means there's going to be a lot less competition doing it because most people don't like those things. They don't like pressure. They don't like hard work. They don't like risk. They don't like responsibility. So if you take on those things and commit to becoming a world-class media buyer, then you can be the one of few who can actually get results for people. And like I said, you'll never struggle to make money again. Now, again, I've put some notes down here as well. So reason why media buying is so good is because it's completely leveraged. So, for example, as a media buyer, you don't get paid for your output. You only get paid for results. And if you get results for your client, then they do not give a shit how much you put in. They don't care how many ads you ran. They don't care how many hours you worked. If you were on target and you were making the money, you could have worked 1 minute a day and they wouldn't have cared. I actually worked with a client for about 2 years and we were running the same funnel for him for basically like 2 years straight. Now, I'm going to be honest, I didn't do that much work for that client. He paid me a retainer. It was fairly low, right? It was a modest retainer, but it paid for like my rent, for example. For 2 years, rent was completely covered and bills. Basically, my living situation was covered by this one client for like 2 years. 2.5 years, actually, we worked with him. And being honest, I probably, towards the end, or at least like the last 12 months, even longer than that, I probably worked on his business less than an hour a week. And he didn't care. Because he was looking and he was saying, oh, we're getting calls booked. Those calls are turning into customers. This is our profit for the month. Sam's doing a good job. Not once did he ever question me about, how many ads have we launched this week? Or like how many split tests, like obviously we checked in about split tests and what we were testing and stuff like that, but it wasn't a crazy workload for me. And he didn't care. But if you compare that with the other like agency services, so if you're a copywriter, yes, you can get a profit share of the results, for sure you can, but you still have a certain output that you need to provide. So for example, you might have a cadence of sending at least 3 emails a week to their email list. Well, guess what? You've got to write those emails. It doesn't matter how well one performs, you still have to write the next one, regardless. Same with a video editor. Doesn't matter how many views one of your videos gets, you still might have a contract with them that says you need to produce, 7 short form videos a week, 2 podcast episodes a month, whatever it is, right? So that's why I also think it is still the best skill for people to learn, because it's so leveraged and it depends what your goals are. You can scale up and work with multiple clients at once and earn the maximum amount of money, or you can create more of a lifestyle business where you just work with like 4 to 5 amazing clients, and maybe you only work, an hour a day or 30 minutes a day on each of them, and you just do all your work in the morning, and then you take the rest of the day off and do whatever you want to do, right? Depends on you. But I still think that's why like media buying for me in this whole agency online business space, it's still like a really unique opportunity for those who want to learn how to do it well. Because of those 2 things, you can get paid the most amount of money, but you can do the least amount of work, which is for most people, the dream. How can I get paid the most? By doing the little. But the problem is, to get to that point, it takes a bit of work. You have to learn the skill, you have to try, you have to test, you have to fail. You're probably going to take on a few clients and it's going to go a bit awkward where you don't make them loads of money. And you have to learn multiple skills at once. You not only have to learn how the Facebook ads work or YouTube ads work, but you need to learn copywriting and all that sort of stuff that I talked at the beginning of this video that goes into becoming a good media buyer, which is, becoming a great marketer effectively. But if you can master it, then, like I said, you can live a life of freedom, or you can scale up and manage multiple clients at one time and, make a load of money as well. So that's why I think media buying is still the best skill to learn if you want to become the best. Because at the very top, there really isn't that many people that people trust to run their ads. So if you can become one of those people, then business becomes super easy. And yeah, I think that's it.